Hello everyone, and welcome to XCOM 2, a game that I've wanted to bring to YouTube for quite some time actually, but I wanted to get a little bit of experience under my belt before I decided to bring something like this to YouTube. Now there's a reason I wanted to do that, and that's mostly because XCOM is a game that will kick your ass. You will die, you will have to restart. Certain failures could lead to a total wipe of the entire game. Your choices are very important, and where you put your resources are important. Mishandling certain situations could be the end of the game. Overextending by a single tile could be the end of the game. It's really all dependent on, well, how you handle the game. If you don't know what XCOM 2 is, it is a turn-based strategy game where you fight off against the alien lords that have taken over your world. You are a small resistance group that is trying to take back Earth from the aliens. Most of humanity has been brainwashed, and it's a terrible time. And, well, I'm ready to do this. But like I said, I wanted to get a little bit of experience under my belt before I did this, because I would hate to start a YouTube series that would be basically me restarting, which is why that's basically my live stream for the last 3 days. Learning XCOM and learning its new things. I like failing, because if I'm failing, then I'm going to learn something new. And that's pretty much how most of my deaths end up being on my live stream. But I think we're ready to actually start a nice campaign here on YouTube. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into Commander difficulty. And the Commander difficulty is a step below Legend. If you played the original XCOM Enemy Within or Enemy Unknown, this is basically Classic. And we're going to take off the tutorial and the reduced beginner VO and all that stuff, because I want to be on Ironman. I'm not going to do Bronze Man. I'm going to do Ironman. And click the annotation if you would like to skip this.
Across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
that we've got a foothold, it's time to take
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let the cutscenes and all that stuff play out as they are. There will be annotations that you can click on if you would like to skip them, but I'm going to just let them play out. Now, I'm not the biggest, I don't really play, I was going to say I'm not the really biggest fan, but I don't really play this game for its story because it can pretty much be summed down to shoot the aliens. Don't suck. Be a human. That's pretty much how this game, you know, can be summarized in story. So I don't really care about it, but I'll leave it there for those who wish to actually kind of enjoy it. Now, I don't have the tutorial enabled, which would basically just, you know, show you how all the moves and stuff work, so that won't be happening. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into our first mission here. Now, we are in what is called concealment, which means that enemies won't react to us the moment they see us, and in fact, we can actually see them before they can see us, which is really nice, and it really does help you, I guess, kind of get started on each of these maps. One of the issues with Enemy Within is that it would take a while for you to actually get a run going because you would have to slowly inch up through everything because you didn't want to aggro them and then they would shoot your face. And now we're actually going to see if... We're actually going to go ahead and put everyone in Overwatch real quick and see if they end up patrolling, which it doesn't look like they're going to end up doing. So we've got a pretty high... I kind of want to stay up here just because of the height advantage that we're going to end up having here. So I think we're going to go ahead and take a shot here. Got about an 85% chance, so I think we'll go ahead and take that. 3 damage. Not exactly where we want it, but it works. Now, we could end up putting everyone into Overwatch and do sort of a kind of ambush attack, but I found the ambush attacks to not really be that effective after playing for quite some time, because if the ambushes end up missing, you're kind of screwed, and you don't want to be in that position. So we're going to go ahead and keep the high ground here, and we're going to keep taking some shots in at these guys. Now, he lost his cover, so we'll be able to hopefully get a pretty easy kill on this guy. Now, how exactly do we want to end up handling this? One issue I don't want to have is I don't think he can flank me. I don't think he can do that. So we should be fine here. We'll go ahead and take the 86, and hopefully that'll end up being a kill. Now, unless he crits, he shouldn't be able to one-shot any of us, on the off chance he gets a kill. And we got some promotions, which are kind of nice.
We've got him on the run.
Okay, so he just decided to skip his turn. I don't know why he did that, but he did. So I don't really want to move up because I can't really destroy that block. I could hit him with a frag, but I think we'll just go ahead and take some coin flips here because I want to save my frags for the next encounter. You're always going to have at least 2 encounters on this. One with 3 soldiers and then one with a captain. And they're a little bit harder to take out, so I'm going to want to make sure I have my frag grenades for them. So let's go ahead and do a nice little reload here. And I don't think they're going to end up patrolling around, so we're going to have to go to them. So let's go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, there's no cover right here. That would be really ideal if we could end up getting that. Kind of an idea that I'm getting a little idea right here. Yeah, I've got an idea of something I would like to try. Now, it's a little bit of a, I guess you could say, a cheesy strategy, but this is war. You know, you're going to have to employ a little bit of cheese every now and then. We'll go ahead and end our turn here. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a little bit of a trap.
We've got movement.
Assuming we don't end up getting, we don't pull them ahead of time. Looks like they are patrolling around. So what we're going to do is we're going to put everyone up here.
Copy that. Got it.
And they'll have a very nice line of sight for us. We'll go ahead and put you in full cover. So we're going to aggro them with this guy right here, and then we're going to pull back.
You hear that?
It actually looks like we can move a little bit more forward. So let's go ahead and do that.
Headed there now.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and put them right here. And that'll give us a massive bonus to height, which is very important.
Moving out.
The height bonus in these maps is ridiculous. Like, even if you're this far up above your enemy, you can snipe them with a damn shotgun from this range. It's kind of ridiculous just how big it is. So we're going to slowly just keep overwatching here. I don't want to overextend myself because I don't want to pull them and not have any method of pulling back. So we'll just keep doing this. All right, keep slowly pushing you up here. Eventually, they will either patrol forward, and actually, there's the battle music right there. All right, so now we've got these guys. They're all up and active, and we're gonna try and abuse this this height advantage that we have on them to make this a relatively easy encounter. So you can actually see we've got a 45% chance, and that's even though he's in high cover. The height advantage is at 20% up here. So what we're actually going to do, because I don't actually, let's double check this. Actually, let's go ahead. So we're going to put them all in Overwatch, and we're going to move you out of his line of sight. So they have to move up if they want to make a shot. And now we're going to go ahead. And we are also going to bring them back over here.
I'm on the move.
There we go. Not the greatest of cover, but hopefully he'll end up moving forward into an Overwatch trap. That's typically what we want to do here, and let's see if it ends up working for us. Nice 4 damage. Another hit, and he will be dead. All right, so he's going to go ahead and move and mark, so he's not going to be able to attack anything on this turn. And we've got another one that's going to run into an Overwatch trap. And one more into an Overwatch trap. Now, even with the height bonus, we're really not dealing the shots that I kind of want here, so here's hoping that they don't land the shots on me. This is the best chance to keep things in our favor, but it's not necessarily a guaranteed chance. Oof. And he managed to deal a little bit of damage to us, which kind of sucks. And he decided to panic as well. So that kind of sucks. Please just do some. And this is XCOM in a nutshell. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Let's go ahead and move you up a little bit. All right, so we've got a 66, a 65, and a 45. I think we go ahead and take the troopers out first if we can. There we go.
Enemy down.
And if we can actually nail this one out, if we can nail this shot here, 65. Oof. Not a kill, which is what I wanted. Let's see here. What's my grenade range? Pretty good. We're probably going to end up losing you. I'm sorry. You're probably dead. I mean, we could take the 67, or we could grenade the captain. And out of those two options, I think we're going to go ahead and grenade the captain, because he's kind of an asshole and has increased aim. So we're just going to kind of hope that he ends up missing his shot or does dumb AI things. It's not guaranteed that he's going to kill. Actually, he's not even going to go for the right person. Okay, so we're fine. I don't know if he still has the hunker down bonus. Okay, well, that's going to be the end of this match at the very least. Panic's been removed. And you know what? Why not? We'll give you the kill. You've been a little shaken up. Feel a little better with that.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay.
Area is secure.
So that is this mission. So now we don't have any more hostiles, so we can go safely do our objective. Thankfully, there are no timers for the first mission. Some missions are going to be timed. I can only waste so many rounds before it decides, A, you lose. And this one we can kind of take our time. So let's go ahead and place the bomb, and that'll be good. We can actually move on to the next objective, which is going to be the secondary part of this game. The ground combat is only the first part of it, and it arguably the most important, but the way you handle your resources in the map can also be pretty huge. So we had one wounded there, and honestly, the one shot that they did take was kind of outlandish, I won't lie. I mean, come on. They took a pretty crazy shot, I'm not gonna lie. They took a pretty crazy shot. And our successful shot percentage was like 77. Man, Neil, we should give these guys some names. We should definitely give these guys some names, which we will definitely do once we end up getting into base. I don't know what to name them, but I want to grow some kind of attachment with these people. I'll probably edit them. I'll probably end up editing them between videos, so that way they're not. We don't take like 20 minutes to make a character. All right, so we've got a heavy ordnance, we've got a grenadier, we've got a sniper, and I say this every single time: the person who is either dead or gravely wounded is the hacker, and they're the hacker. All right. The reason this is a problem is because I need the hacker for the next mission, and it always ends up being like this, but what can you do? All right, we've also got the Ranger, which is our new assault class. And we gave that guy 2 kills. Well, I guess that kind of makes up for the fact that he's not going to be able to do anything else. All right, so let's go ahead and start our research. I skipped the cutscene. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go ahead and start some research here. So if you're new to XCOM, researching stuff, basically, these are our upgrades. And we need to prioritize what exactly we're going to want first. And we're going to want to go into alien biotech, which will open up...
area of research to be among the more intriguing options available.
Yeah.
We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Cool, you do that. So that's gonna give us some items that we're gonna need down the line. And we'll go ahead and go to engineering and let her talk. I'm sorry, Tegan, I didn't let you talk.
Repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
Rip, people die. Okay, so Shen's gonna be there and annoying most of the time. Somehow cute in the cutscene, but somehow looking like she hasn't slept in 500 years in this little box in the top right. I don't understand it. Anyway, she can shut up.
Commander.
Oh, okay, I'll shut up.
Good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry. Not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Yeah. All right, cool. So this is our map.
Prepare for new operations and continue our research. We can pass time by scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our scans on the surrounding area.
Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth
Okay.
investigating.
So this is basically how these scans end up working. This is our map. We can go pretty much in this little area. You'll start in random locations of the map. Doesn't really matter, but it's actually kind of nice that we started in Africa. This is actually one of the better starts. Unlike XCOM 1, you got perks and you got to pick a continent. This time, perks are random, and you actually just want to start in a continent that has the fewest amount of bases that you have to actually capture in order to, you know, get your bonus. This one only takes 3, so that's actually kind of nice for us. Anyway, let's go ahead and spend some time, grab ourselves a scientist. And a scientist this early is actually going to be very beneficial to us because it's going to allow us to get our research done a lot faster. Unlike the original game, you don't just end up walking around with like 50 scientists. You're happy to get like 5.
Thank you for sending additional support.
So getting one this early is actually kind of nice.
Make sure they are put to good use.
And now we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves some rookies. And by then the alien tech should actually be finished here, which will be kind of nice. Yeah, the alien biotech will be done in just a minute here. By the way, in the tutorial, they ripped you out of your thing, and yeah.
Upon this simple design. If only I had known.
Also, he fucked himself up.
Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however, ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations, war games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
All right, cool. He got scars on the back of his head because he also had a chip in the back of his head. And, well, when he decided to leave Advent, he thought it would be the great idea to just rip that out of his own head by himself without anesthetic.
The implanted chip is the key.
Is gruesome stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the next research here. I really don't want to do the Advent officer autopsy right this minute. Instead, I want to start going into modular weapons so that we can start modding our own weapons. We can't do that right now, but because we don't have any gear, but it'll be nice. Also, what we're going to need to build here is an advanced war center.
I'm intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip this time around.
There's room for us to expand.
Yeah. Anyway, if they would just stop.
We'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
Anyway, so what we're going to go ahead and start building here is an advanced warfare center. The reason we want this is because when a soldier gets promoted, they will also gain an ability outside of their current class. So they could get something that could totally change the game as to how exactly that class is played, which is awesome. You could get assault classes that have sniper perks and things like that. It's really good. So that's why we want to get that built up and running as quickly as possible. All right, so we'll go ahead and take modular weapons. That'll Be really nice. Now we're going to go ahead and look into hybrid. Actually, yeah. Well, I mean, we could go either way here. We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and put a few days of progress into magnetic weapons. We're not going to be able to finish it, but we'll put in a little bit of time.
As the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent.
Okay.
As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
All right, so let's go ahead and do our first, I guess our first real mission here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do our first real mission here. This should go well. And you know what? Let's go ahead and give these people, you know what? We'll name them up when we return the next time. I think, yeah. We'll definitely give them some names the next time around. Leave a comment in the comment section of what you think we should, like, keep a theme. Should we try and keep a theme here? I don't know. I usually just name them after subscribers when I'm doing my Twitch streams, and, well, I can't really do that right now because, well, this isn't live. So, no real gear that we need to change here. We've got a rookie. We've got a squatty. How long are you out for? I know you were gravely wounded, but how long are you out for? 10 days. All right, so we've got a sniper, a grenadier, an assault, and a rook. So let's go. And hey, hopefully this will end up going well. Who knows? Maybe it'll end up being terrible. Maybe it'll be good. Who really knows? Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bee, bada ba. Yeah.
Conducting local area sweeps from trains in this region. And the remote
ooh, trains. I really don't like trying to raid trains. Those usually have turrets on top of them, and that's it's a really bad time to try and fight turrets when you don't have a specialist that takes out turrets. It can be mildly annoying, to say the least. All right, so let's go ahead and get on the ground and let's try and do this mission. Now, in the last mission that we did, we didn't have a time limit. We could do whatever we wanted. We could spend as much time as we wanted. Here, we need to go fast. We have 8 turns to get to this console and hack it. Which means we have to be right next to the damn thing because we don't have a specialist class. Specialist classes could do it from a ranged have a ranged ability to do, mess around with it, but we don't. So we got to hoof it. And I think what we're going to want to do is, actually, now that I think of it, it's not really that far away, but we're going to want to make a little bit of progress here. So let's go ahead and move into cover. Hopefully we don't pull anything. Okay, we didn't, so we can just move up with everybody, and we'll be fine. So something that I've kind of picked up after playing a little bit of this is that if you actually move a character up and then try and tab to the next character, if you can't tab, that means you pulled something, or there's a cutscene, one of the two. Speaking of which, we have some enemies in front of us.
They bear some resemblance.
And the sectoids have grown up since they've grown up since they were in the first game. So like I said, I wanted to make sure I had a little bit of experience on these, because if you fail this mission, it's bad times for you. You need these resources. You can't really win without them. As it currently stands, you really can't win without these resources. So what we're going to want to do is just keep the pace going here, and we're probably going to go ahead and start. We're probably going to go ahead and start the fight here. Yeah, that's a pretty good chance for us, 75% and a 50% chance to crit. So if it crits, he's out of the game, and we only have 1 unit to deal with, and there we go. That works.
Enemy destroyed.
And now we just go ahead and find where the other unit went, which I don't really know. In fact, I don't think he even knows. He didn't. He wasn't even aware his friend died. Nice. Okay, so let's move everybody up, and then let's see how exactly we want to handle this. Move you to a full cover. Okay. So let's go ahead and try a shotgun. Yep, that works. Shotguns are hilariously accurate. I don't know why. In the last game, that would have been like a 10-15% chance. This game, 50. It's fine.
Roger that.
All right. So we've got actually a couple of turns here to actually get to our device. So we're going to want to take this a little bit slow.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
To the point to where I'm actually okay with just moving everybody up and getting in a good position here.
Moving out.
And I think that's actually what we're going to do here. We're actually going to just go ahead and see if we can't get patrol. Doesn't look like it. So let's go ahead and move up to the door.
Headed there now.
And it looks like we can move up to the door. So let's move everybody up to the door.
Already there.
All right.
Good to go.
Now we'll have 3 turns left to hack this objective. We'll go ahead and overwatch just in case. So it sounds like they are inside this building here. So we're going to need to... We're going to need to move quickly once we get in here. And we'll see how exactly they end up moving around. So let's go ahead and open her up and see what's inside. Yep, that's how I figured. That's kind of how I figured.
Advent troops here.
Okay, so we've got 4 units that we need to take out. Which isn't necessarily that bad. Well, 4 units... Technically only 3. There's a sectoid, and sectoids you don't really have to prioritize right now. Let's see. 37, 27. What if I use my sword? How exactly do we want to end up handling this? 35, that's definitely not worth it. All right, let's go ahead and take our grenadier here. Let's move our grenadier up to right here.
Closing on target position now.
And can you launch a grenade through this window? You can. You can actually also blow up the wall, which would be really nice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go and blow up this wall and blow up this guy as well. Maybe we'll get the kill. No such luck. That's fine. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is move you over here. 72% to take him out. 84. We'll go ahead and take the 72 here. Oh, good. Well, that's XCOM, baby. Sometimes strategy and tactics doesn't always work out the way that you want. So we're going to go ahead and put our sniper right over here. And hopefully you'll have a pistol shot on... Yep. All right, so finish him off. There we go.
Enemies down.
Now we just have the captain and this guy to deal with. And honestly, he's not going to be that bad. In fact, I think we're going to go ahead. Chances of him moving up are... Well, he could move up to right here, but it wouldn't be a flank. I'm trying to think of where I can position myself without putting myself in a flanked position. And this looks all right. All right, so there we go, 100% later. So I know people are going to say, what about the sectoid? You're kind of leaving yourself open to him. And things that I've learned about the sectoid is that they prioritize using a psionic attack first. Rarely they will shoot their beam on the first try, but for the most part, they want to use a psionic ability, which he's going to do now. And we're about to see what exactly happened. All right, so he's panicked.
No, this isn't right. This isn't right.
Not entirely sure how exactly that's going to end up panning out, but we'll see here. And we're marked, but we're in full cover, so we should be fine. I would love it if you did a shot for me. There you go. Cool. All right, so all we have left is just the captain and the sectoid. We should prioritize the captain, though. And hopefully we don't take any damage here. Okay. So a little unfortunate that we don't have our grenadier right now. Ooh, reinforcements. That sucks. Well, that is not good. That is actually terrible. So what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to try and blow up that wall. Because we need him dead now. Sectoid, I can deal with. Reinforcements plus a sectoid, not so much. All right. We'll go ahead and do that. Shotgun him, get him out of there. Now we have the sectoid to deal with. And we can't really do much right now. So I'm going to go ahead and stick into Overwatch and see how this plays out. Reinforcements are going to come first. Hopefully I can take something out. Looks like we got 2 troopers and another captain. And that's the thing with XCOM is that, or XCOM 2, is that reinforcements will drop in.
I've got eyes on advent troops.
Which sucks. All right, sniper. Nice. Very good damage on the captain. That puts him within frag radius, so I can get a very easy kill on him. Now, the last thing we need to worry about is the sectoid, which it looks like he is going to go ahead and reanimate the dead, which honestly isn't that bad of an issue. Assuming we can take him out. Actually, he's pretty far away. I may not even have to worry about it. That zombie's not that close. So I might be able to actually hack the station and then run away, so I don't have to actually worry about that thing hitting me. So now this turn, I have to hack this thing or we fail. So, person who's best suited to this right now is the rookie. She doesn't really have too much to do right now, so we're going to go ahead and hack this. And this is where having a hacker would actually be really nice, because there are bonuses that there is no way in hell you're going to be able to knock the 1%. Because you have 0 tech score. You've got 5. And having that bonus would have been amazing.
Successful acquisition of the advent.
Oh, that actually ate my turn. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well then, that's actually really bad. So now how exactly do we want to handle this? How exactly do we want to handle this situation? We've got 3 moves and 4 enemies. Well, technically 5 enemies. The zombie, I'm not gonna lie, the zombie might just eat this gal. I'm not gonna lie, that may be what transpires here. Is there anywhere I can really move you? Not really. What's your frag radius? I could frag him and get an instant kill. I think that's a pretty viable option for us here. We could guarantee 2 kills, maybe even 3. All right, you know what? Let's go for the sword slice here. See if we get a kill. No such luck. Which sucks. I think what we do here is we go ahead and move you back. Can I grenade you at all? There's a sweet spot. I saw it for a second. There's one spot. There we go. There's one spot I want to throw this nade. So let's throw the nade there. Now there's a very good chance that someone ends up getting flanked. And gravity's gonna end up doing the rest of the job for me. There we go. There is a chance that I could actually no. He'd be hard pressed to find a flank right here. Yeah, he would be really hard pressed to find a flank. So can you throw a frag right now? You could. You could actually throw a frag. So we're gonna go ahead and move you right here. That'll give you a full cover bonus, giving you the best chance of survivability. And we want to throw this frag just delicately enough to where it kills just the sectoid. So now that'll take care of the zombie. So now we just have a trooper and a captain, which are gonna have to move up a bit in order to actually get any kind of decent line of sight on me. Except I forgot she's mildly flanked. Okay, bye. Well, I'm glad I decided to try and save her from the zombie so that she could die to bullets. Well, she was a rookie. Oh, come on. That's full cover. That's XCOM. All right, well, you know, I'm really not too worried about losing the rookie. I didn't know that blew up. I'm so glad I wasn't taking cover next to it. Okay, so who do we have here? Can we get any kills here? I don't know if we can get guaranteed kills. It looks like we could do a slash here. 88%. Nice. Very good. Let's see, 28%. That's not the greatest, but it's there. Ooh. I could move up to a very high vantage point here. I don't know if we're still going to have line of sight from here, but we're going to see. We are not. So that's fine. 29%. I think I'll just stay in Overwatch instead. There we go. Miss. Hopefully they proc the gunner. Oh, come on. You're that high up, and he's going to perform a flank. Okay. Well, that sucked. I thought for sure one of those shots would have ended up landing. Well, the good news is that he's dead. I'm almost dead. And we have a lot of gravely wounded. But he's gone now. So that's that mission done. Not the cleanest, I won't lie. Not very clean. And we had a death, but thankfully it was just a rookie. So, hey. You know, it's not too bad. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll take that. All right, so that is the first episode of XCOM 2. I hope you all enjoyed it. I want to be able to keep doing this, and I hope you all keep doing your thing. You know, I know it's not Isaac, but that's okay. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of it, do me a favor and hit the like button. I usually like seeing massive amounts of likes for new series because it makes me feel all giddy inside. I won't even lie. I just like seeing support for new series because it makes me feel like I'm actually worth a damn. We're gonna go and promote this, guys. We're gonna give you Return Fire, and we're gonna give you Blade Master. Blade Master increasing your sword damage, and Return Fire making you shoot your pistol more. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of that. Actually, hold on. How long are you out? Oh, shut up. All right, I'm gonna end when this guy's done talking. I love you. Okay, bye.
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration, with one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this. before it is too late. What you are seeing are classified reports of missing civilians from across the world. Their numbers are growing. We suspect they have been taken to a nearby Advent black site, though its exact location remains unknown. Time is short, Commander. We need you to take charge of Resistance operations throughout the world. Establish contact with the local cells and bring them into the fold. Find this black site and shut it down. Save our world. The clock is ticking. Good luck, Commander.
New objective added.